So mindset shifts. Are we there? Yes. So think scale from day one. From the day that you care about borders. Every single city that there's a black person, that's where we want to be. So when we started, we didn't start in the beginning. We went to the mall, and you know, rent in the mall is crazy. What you are paying in 1 month. Oluwa o, Oluwa o. I hope it's not damaged. All of tech pon big gan. All of tech pon big gan. So what you pay in 1 month in the mall, are we together? What you pay in 1 month in the mall is what somebody else is paying in a year somewhere else. It's what somebody else is paying in 10 years somewhere else. But I decided that, look, this is where I want to start from. Why? Because it will give me the visibility that I need. If I'm going to go far, I have to start big. This is not saying that you have to go and start from a bigger place, but I'm just saying that you have to have that mindset. You have to be thinking of where you are going from the beginning. Don't think, Abele. Go ahead. So, where are we? You start with the end in mind. You are selling, I'll give you examples also. In Ilorin, we used to have a brand known as Divine Cakes. I don't know if anybody knows Ilorin very well. He is a man. When I got to Ilorin in 2009, he was frying akara by the roadside on Unity Road. That's where I met him. He was frying akara. And if you go there any time of the day, you will meet him there frying akara. So, you know, the conventional thing is you fry akara in the morning up to maybe 9 o'clock. You pack your load and you go inside. Abi? But he changed it. You see where differentiation comes? He did something different. He was frying akara throughout the day. Throughout the day. If you go there 10 p.m., you will meet him frying akara. And people were buying. As he was frying, people were buying. As he was frying, from there he moved to a store on Coca-Cola Road and started to sell rice, and still frying that akara. From there, today, if you are going along, what do they call it? Zango Road, he has built this building like this. This entire, is smaller than what he built as far back as 7-8 years ago with that akara that he started to fry. So, if he had started frying akara and say, okay, let me just fry akara so that I can be feeding myself, pay my school fees, he would never have done what he did. So, starting with the end in mind, starting with a global mindset, enables you to think differently and act differently. Are we together? So, that is compulsory. It's very, very important. What else? Think scale from day one, Abi. Compete on value, not price. This is very, very important. Some of you, when you enter into a market, they say, 99 Posh is selling shirts for 9.5. You go and start selling your own 7.5. Thinking that you will outsell 99 Posh. Not knowing that 99 Posh has extra things that she provides for her customers. Like the ambience. Like maybe after sale, maybe laundry service. Like maybe whatever. And so, you can, even the brand name alone that I am buying from 99 Posh is enough for some people. Is value enough for some people. Why do I imagine a Benz in it? It's only one steering now. It's 4 tire. But that I am driving a Benz, that association with that brand name alone, do you understand, is something. So it is not by lowering your price. It is by increasing your value. If you want to go far, I'm not saying if you want to be eating. If you want to be eating, you can always lower your price and lower your price and lower your price, no problem. But if you want to go far, you must compete on value, not on price. So if somebody is outselling you, what you should think of is not how do I reduce my price, how do I increase? If you want to be eating, you can always lower your price and lower your price and lower your price, no problem. But if you want to go far, so we have defined this for us now. what you are doing here now, people can be. Let me give you another story. You know, in the US, they have prom every end of school year. They have what they call prom. The high school students will gather together, they will dance, they will wear gown, the guys will wear coats. In this last prom that they did, children in the United States were ordering their gowns from fashion designers in Lagos. Google it. It's not so, you see, if we say think global, it's not something that is impossible, it's something that is already in play. You are the one that is just missing out. It is something that is what? Already in play. It is just you. That the people that have jackpot, there are another global market that Nigerians that are here are not tapping into. People used to send Gary from Nigeria, from Osogbo here, send to the UK. Send Ede, send rice, send even more Coke, Nigerian Coke. They used to send it from here to the UK. Shea butter, everything they send from here, there. So you can be here in your, from Osogbo here, send to the UK. Send Ede, send rice, send even more Coke, Nigerian Coke. They used to send it from here to the UK. Shea butter, everything they send from here, there. So you can be here in your room without a shop and you will be selling to the global market. You just have to unlock that restriction that you have put on your brain. Are we there? So, global, so that's mindset shift. You tell yourself that it is possible, and then you start to act like it is possible. Globally attractive brand identity. Sorry. So if you are going to sell to the US, you have to package your products like the packaging that they are already used to in the US. You will not gum your carton with akamu, and then they will now be spillover on the side like this. You will use scissors to cut it. No. You have to package it properly so that it appeals to that international market. They must see it and be able to relate with it that, okay, this is something that I can use. This is something that I can spend my money on. So, global packaging. Very, very important. Authentic storytelling. Stories sell brands. Stories sell brands. If you look at this chessman, he has taken his business from local to global. He has positioned himself now not as a Nigerian chess player, but as a global chess player. So if they are mentioning chess players anywhere in the world, his name will be mentioned. What did he do? He did it by telling his story. I grew up poor, I did this, I did that, He keeps on any caption. If he's going to write, post 100 times, caption 100 times, you will find it there. I grew up poor, good Lord Jonathan. How did he sell himself to us? By telling story. I work without shoe, and he became president. Now, you don't want to tell your own story. It's by stories that you get people attached. How did he sell himself to us? By telling story. I work without shoe, and he became president. To see the next thing that happens. I don't know if you get it. So you have to be a storyteller. And the story must be authentic. It's not that you grew up with shoe. You're not going to say you grew up without shoe. The day they go and see a photo of you with shoe, brand itibajeo, brand don't scatter. So you don't lie. But in your own truth, there's a way that you will craft it that it will make sense to people. Do you get? Clear positioning. How do you position yourself clearly? Again, it is by differentiation. So don't forget, differentiation is very, very important. If you mingle with the crowd, imagine that in a group of sheep, all of them are white. Then there's now one that has black from the back to the head. Which one will be noticed first? That one that has black from the back to the head. Do you understand? So that's the power of differentiation. It sets you apart and positions you properly. Professional presentation. So in that your field that you have chosen, you must be very, very knowledgeable. That when they ask you questions about it, you are able to answer professionally. It's not that they're asking you, Iru, you are talking about Iru. What they're asking you is what you are answering, and you are answering it very, very good. So knowledge comes in play under professional presentation. Local roots, global appeal. Don't be in Nigeria, be in a person personally. You sell Ashoke, you are my customer. Yeah, because I have our product. Yes, please. Our production capacity is about 400 bundles in a day. So if you have wedding and you want to, instead of you to go and give it to the Abele people, yes, ma'am, give it to Abele people that will disappoint you. They will say, come today, come tomorrow, come to us. We will produce it for you. If you want 200 bundle, you want 400 bundle, we will produce it for you. If you want me to show you evidence day. So please, anybody that has Ashoke contract, bring it for me at the sell. So, do you get? And so, it's people from outside of Nigeria that buy the most, not even people here in Nigeria. Because they miss home. They want to still have that cultural identity. So anything that is Nigerian, they will not see. Sure, you understand? So, these are the things that position. Another example, apart from these ones that we have provided here, is our music industry, like I have said also. That, the global branding that they have given themselves now is to coin a term and call it Afrobeats. Do you understand? And these Afrobeats, they have made it so appealing to the whole world that everybody wants to listen to it. And the next thing, let me tell you, for free, is that the next big export from Nigeria is fashion. If you are not in the fashion space, look for one way or the other to get in. Just as we have done Hair Sense, we are also launching Dress Sense. We are entering fashion. It's not only 99 Posh that will be chopping fashion money. Me, if I must follow chop. Do you get? Because that's the next big export from Nigeria. Very soon, you will see Oyinbo people wearing kaftan on the streets of UK. Do you get? So fashion is the next big thing. Position yourself there. If you are not selling thread, be selling sewing machine. If you are not selling sewing machine, be training tailor. If you are not training tailor, be sewing. If you are not sewing, be buying and exporting. I have a friend whose wife relocated to Canada, and he came home and he made 500 different dresses. All these kente and this. He gave it to 10 different people. You make 50. You make 50. And he took it there and they opened shop. That's what they are selling now. That's what she's selling in Canada. And when that one finish, they will produce another one. They will take it there. Fashion, big business. So these are things. Where are we? Market entry strategy. Who is our clicker? Market entry strategies. Click at this one. Next slide, yo. Market entry strategies. Start regional. Capture West Africa. It's easy for you to sell to Ghana. It's easy for you to sell to Cotonou. It's easy for you to sell to Togo. It's easy for you to sell to Chad. Logistics is easier. Entry is easier. Start there to have an understanding of how cross-border trade works. Do you understand what I'm saying? And how do you start? You know somebody in Ghana, or from your page, you 50. And he took it there. They'll give you back your money. They'll take their own commission. That's all. So that's another way that you can position yourself. And it's one of the easiest ways, actually, that you can position yourself for the global market. Nothing concerns Amazon shopper with where it is coming from. All they want to know is, how much am I buying? What is the shipping fee? If it makes sense to them, they are buying. Do you get it? Partnerships and certifications. That's another very, very easy way. There's a Nigerian startup company called Move, MOOVE. They started in Nigeria as a way of giving people the opportunity to be able to buy vehicles without paying cash outright. So maybe the car is worth 50 million. They will give you the vehicle, but then through financing, you will now be paying for the car little by little, just like they have in developed parts of the world. Today, Move has partnered with Uber and now provides vehicles for people who want to become drivers on Uber. You see how one single partnership took them global. So anywhere that anybody wants to buy Uber anywhere in the world, Move is Uber's partner. Global. One single partnership. So you also, just like this Zara AI person has this solution. Maybe there is a company in the US now that is looking for, or Germany or Ghana or Togo or anywhere, that is looking for this solution. Once he puts himself out there as much as he needs to, and they find him, they don't care where he is. You know that there are people that are programming, that are in their houses in this Osogbo, and they are working for companies in developed parts of, and they are being paid in dollars. Do you get? So you just need to think it and position yourself properly. That's all. Okay, case study. Nigerian shea butter, organic certification, France. There's a brand, there's a friend of mine, JR Coffees. You can Google him. Started in Ilorin, by the way. Now he sells coffee. He has outlets where he sells coffee in France. JR Coffee went to Rwanda. From Rwanda, I think they went to Uganda, they went to Kenya. Now they are in France. Selling what? Coffee. You know that these things are produced here. And then when we now send out the raw materials, they now produce it into finished goods and they sell it back to us. That's a major opportunity for us as Africans. It is exported as raw material. You start to produce it here as finished goods. My bet is you will be able to produce it cheaper. They are not buying. Do you understand what you are saying? So this is a case study. Also, there's a direct case study. I don't know how many of you know Jimpo Ori. Jimpo is also a friend of mine. Yes, now they sell to US, UK, Canada. This shea butter. And they are not selling the raw material, they are selling the finished. I hope you understand. So Nigeria is actually a land that we have limitless opportunities. But the problem is that we are a complaining people. We are not a doing people. We like to waste our energy on complaining. Fuel has become this. Electricity has become this. And this one, rent has become this. Instead of us to look for a way to solve problems and make money from it, we will keep on complaining and complaining and complaining. If you find anybody that complains, they are never successful. You will never see a successful person complaining. Except maybe by the side, but to find them waking up and saying, this fuel has become this, this one has become this country itself. Sorry. You will never find a successful person doing that. So if you are fond of complaining, just know that it's either you cross to the other side of the road or you face the path of failure. You are never going to be successful. Afiko soda titi. Wasodo awata can complain. You cross road and come and meet successful people. But if you remain a complainant, you are never going to be successful. Those two things don't mix. Robert Kiyosaki said it in Rich Dad Poor Dad. He said, beware of complainers. They have a problem for every solution. If you tell them, what of this? They will tell you, this one, that if you do it like this is what will happen. If you say, what of this? They will say, if you do it like this, what of this one? Every solution you bring, I know that every one of us knows one or two people like that. Every solution you bring, they have a problem for it already. Instead of you to have solution to every problem, you are having problem to every solution. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. So, leveraging technology. 40 minutes, suppose don't do everything for me. Leveraging technology. Like I've said also, social media visibility. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. And do it differently. Do it differently. Let people want to see you. One person came. He came out recently. In fact, I can give you 100 examples. There's one guy called Dracon or something. I think that's his username. Dracon. He came out and took one Saheed Osupa song that he sang like 5 years ago. And he came out, wore agbada, wore one glass, still baraomu, put on one cap, and started that song that somebody else sang more than 5 years ago, and it caught people's attention. Today, I think he has, I can't even count the number of 100. If you check it, you'll see he has hundreds of thousands of followers by just singing other people's songs differently. Now he has positioned himself as a music marketer on social media. So if you have a new song now and you want people to know it, you will go to Dracon to help you create content on it, and people will see it. and people will know it. And in fact, because of that one post that he did, more than 100,000 people created content, came out and were doing content. Funke Akindele, Q Tabiola, everybody started to do content with Jokosibe because Dracon came out and did it. Even Osogbo was forced to now re-release that Jokosibe as a single on all streaming platforms. Do you see the power of differentiation and the power of social media? Just do it differently. What did he do? It's the same song that has been sung countless number of times. He just did it in a different way. Social media visibility, e-commerce readiness, we have said it. How do you position your business to be able to be accepted by e-commerce platforms? Digital storytelling, we have also said that. And you are packing them, you are putting them in the store, not knowing what will sell. And you are focusing more on the one that does not sell.